I started thinking about like, I really started thinking about like what I'm gonna title this thing. And what hit me was my homeboy Derek Payne that I used to play football with, like in high school. He's now coaching Bethune-Cookman College. So he graduated from there and now he's a coach. I was like so ecstatic and so happy for him because this is something that this has like been his dream job. Now, mind you, he's a coach at several other universities as well as junior colleges, but the coach at his school that he graduated, the college that he graduated from, like this has been his dream come true for him. And I had a chance to rap with him, and then I was like, man, how you feel, bro? How you feel? He was like, Chris, man, you remember like when we was getting ready for football, like when we had the hill? I was like, I just got depressed. I instantly got depressed because where I grew up at in Manatee County, like in Bradenton, Florida, smaller town, we had this hill underneath the highway. The highway was called 301. And there was this hill that it had an embank like this. So it had a bank like this, it leveled out, then you had another incline like this. And so we would have to go do hill training. All the wide receivers, all the DBs, linebackers had to go. That was the group that went first. There was the skill position group players went first. The linemen, even the linemen had to do it, but they went second because they were slow. So all the skill players had to go first. All right. And the reason why I got depressed with the hill, because the hill crushes you. Like the hill literally crushes you. And the hill drill was this. You had, if you was a defensive back or if you was a wide receiver, you had 6 seconds to get up the hill. 6 seconds. That's all the coaches gave us. Skill position players, you have 6 seconds to get up this hill. Mind you, to run a 40-yard dash in high school, that take about 4 seconds. That's like if you fast. 4.5 seconds if you 4.5 seconds if you fast, 4.2 seconds if you real fast. He gave us an extra 2 seconds to get up the same amount of distance, but on an incline. And the hill crushed a lot of us. The hill crushed a lot of us simply because of the way that you had to run this hill. It started at a flat bed. It started flat. You explode up the first one. And then what happens, you hit this plateau where you think, oh, I can chill out a little bit. No, you need to accelerate again to get up the second part of the hill. Because the second part of the hill is the part that you actually gotta really sprint to get up. You gotta really dig in. You gotta really grind to get up that second part of the hill, right? And so Derek was like, dude, it's just like when we were running the hill. Like you remember like how when we first ran the hill as freshmen, and it took us forever to get up the hill. Like we were gassed, like our legs hurt. Like we just mentally thought it was impossible to climb this hill, right, as freshmen. And then by the time we were seniors, we was getting up the hill with no problem. Sometimes we would run the hill just as fast as we ran a 40-yard dash. Like it was no problem when we like matured and got used to the fact of understanding that, bruh, this hill is here to make you better, right? So he said, dude, it's just like the hill. He said, for the longest, when I was bouncing from university to university, junior college, I was on the plateau of the hill because I was slowing down. Like I wasn't sprinting hard enough to get up the second half of the hill. He said, when I started turning things over and started sprinting harder, is when I got that second part of the hill. And I was like, dang, that analogy he put on me was so dope. And it just hit me between the eyes because it made me think about like, what we all are looking for, right? We all looking to go uphill. Like everything you looking for, it's uphill. Like we got to stop looking downhill because that's where we came from. We came from downhill. We got to start looking uphill. Just think about this for a minute. Like how many of y'all struggle just to come back to the gym? Like how many of you truly struggle just to come back to the gym? Like some people thought, man, these people look scary. These people all in shape. They all dieseled and shit. I'm in shape, but they're not the shape that I want to be in. So it was a struggle that was an uphill struggle in itself, just to get back into the gym. Now you're getting into this dog fight with yourself about protein, carbs, and fat. Which one better for me? Should I eat more protein? Should I eat more carbs? Should I eat more fats? What is it? I don't know. I'm in a dog fight with myself because that dog fight is you trying to climb uphill. Like it's all uphill. And what's crazy is it's like, I really don't care about your consistency. I don't. What I care about is your execution. Because see, you could be consistent at not tracking your meals. You could be consistent at not meal prepping. You could be consistent at like, I'm gonna log a little bit of this, not that. I'm gonna log a little bit of this, but not that. You can be consistent at doing that. You can be consistent at straight up lying about what you ate and the amounts that you ate. So to be honest with you, on this side of the game of consistency, your consistency don't mean shit to me. Your consistency do not mean shit unless you're executing with integrity. Because when you really think about it, all you're really doing, consistency is being the same. So it's time to start implementing the stuff that you've learned. the stuff that you're going to learn. See, ain't no more that I'm gonna try it this week. Ain't no more, I tried it for a week. Ain't no more, what I'm saying, I'm having a bad day, so I ain't gonna do it at all. Ain't no more of that. You got to implement some changes. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. You had to implement some changes in your life just so you could be on this call right now. Do you even realize that? What you had to change, not only financially, what you had to change in your day, your schedule. You had to make some changes, but the execution don't stop just because you're on the call. The execution don't stop just because you made those changes. The execution don't stop there. You actually just getting your foot through the door. Now the real work begins, but you gotta be willing to climb. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. You have to be willing to climb. Like, being 10 pounds lighter, that shit's uphill. Getting on blood pressure medication, that shit's uphill. No longer being labeled pre-diabetic, that shit is uphill. Hell, if you want to get inside, a size 6 or a size 7, a size 6 or size 8 clothing, that shit's uphill. You want to be accused of having a BBL done? That shit's uphill too. Having a better relationship with food, it's uphill. Having a better relationship with your spouse or your boo thing, that shit's uphill. Having a better relationship with God, that shit's uphill too. Yeah, I said it. Your relationship with God and your spouse is uphill. Because if your relationship with God, Allah, Elohim, the moon spirit, whoever you worship, it's all fucked up. Guess what you think your relationship with your spouse, your lover, your playmate, your toy, what you think your relationship with those things is gonna be? Do you really think your relationship with food has a chance? Women, your initial response to pain is super emotional. Like, that's the first thing that happens is emotions hit. Now, I'm not telling you something you don't know, but if you're disconnected from your God, if you're disconnected from your God, you're going to be disconnected from your spouse, you're going to be disconnected from your boo thing, you're going to be disconnected from your toy. Guess what? You're going to be disconnected with food. Yes, your relationship with food is highly dependent on your relationship with God, spouse, boo thing, your toy. Damn emotional eaters. But you got me here. All right, you got me here. You got me here to help you get uphill. And it's time to climb. It's time to climb. Because what's cold-blooded is like, you ain't climbing alone. Like, you got some people ahead of you with a rope screaming down like, girl, keep pulling, I got you. It's good up here. You got some people right beside you like, girl, come on. We got this, sis. Let's go. It's good. I'm telling you, I know it's good up there because I hear them screaming down at us. Keep climbing. Let's go. You got some people below you and you going, girl, come on, keep climbing. Trust me, it's good where I'm at, but it's better at the top. Keep climbing. Keep climbing. I got you, sis. And you got me at the top. And all I'm saying is, ladies, keep climbing. Keep climbing. Everything you looking for is at the top of the hill, but you got to be willing to get off the bottom.